let's get into why I took this gold trade today instead of trading on NQ. Because NQ looks like this. I did trade on NQ. I took a $250 loss. So this is why I went over to gold. I went over to gold because, as you can see, we have this 4 hour gap that gets left behind, and then we have sell side liquidity getting, what the fuck's it called? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. And we got sell side liquidity just getting marked right here. Marked? What the fuck am I talking about? Alright, this is why I got into this gold buy after I took this $250 loss on NQ, and I just did not want to trade this price action after that because it was just like, what is this? This is why I went to gold. On gold, we have this 4 hour fair value gap, and then this sell side liquidity gets marked. It's left behind at around 4 a.m. So you see around 6 a.m. it gets swept, and then it comes back up and starts chopping in this 4 hour fair value gap. What happens? Pushes out of that 4 hour fair value gap. We have a change of character. Change of character, so now we're no longer bearish. We're now bullish. What does it leave behind after that? Leaves behind this 5 minute fair value gap. 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, so then what do we wait for? Market opens. What happens? We see these London highs. They barely get tapped. They get tapped. Don't get ran. Comes back into this 5 minute fair value gap. Takes out this internal sell side liquidity. And then what do we wait for? We wait for a change in state. Wait for a change in state. Right here, that would have been our first entry. Did not enter there because, once again, we were on NAS. So after we took that loss on NAS and it was around 12, I was like around 11 something. I was like, yeah, I'm done looking at NAS. How gold looks perfect today. So what happens? Come on, look at gold, and I'm like, all right, this is just like a area of support of resistance. Look, you see this is a key level I kind of marked up. This isn't a fair value gap or anything. So this is what my trade initially wanted to look like. So if you see, we're still bullish, keep pushing up, keep pushing up. Order block gets left back right here. So what happens? 5 minute fair value gap gets formed right here. Order block. 1 minute time frame. So pushing down in this 5 minute. Push down in versus this bearish fair value gap right here. We already tapped the order block, as you can see right here. We were in it this whole time. Taps in the order block, and then in versus this 1 minute fair value gap. So now I'm looking back at the 5 minute, like, okay, did we ever break out of the 5 minute? No, we did not. So holding this 5 minute fair value gap, we're holding this, we're still bullish. We just wanted to come tap that order block and sweep out some internal social liquidity, whatever. So coming in, wanted to look for, all right, what's our last series of closed candles? Last series of closed candles was here. This would have been my change in state. But then as we chop up, what happens? Last series of down closed candles right here. Change in state and delivery. And what happens? Bullish fair value gap gets this inversion fair value gap. So now we're pulling back up into this inverse after we came down in this 5 minute into this order block. Change of state, push up, pull back into the change of state, back into this inversion. I long stops at this low. I'm not putting it all the way at this low. Too big of a stop. There's no point. It's telling us where everything's bullish now. So it's showing us everything's bullish. We inverse this inverse. So everything is looking perfect. And put my stops a couple ticks below the fair value gap, targeting these internal highs. Well, kind of would just be buy side liquidity, but buy side liquidity overall is like all the way up here on the hourly candles. So this internal buy side is what I was targeting for my first take profit, and then second take profit would have been in just in that, once again, in this key level that I have marked up right here. And as you can see, I entered this trade, did not hold it. Why do we not hold it? So entered, literally as soon as I entered right here, bang, we were never in drawdown. As soon as I entered, we were never in drawdown. I was never in drawdown once. So we see bang, bang, bang. Well, the first 2 minutes, I'm up like $400, and then it leads back this 1 minute fair value gap. So I mark up this 1 minute fair value gap, and as you can see, I don't know why I have that there. I don't even know what it is. So no, there's a 5 minute fair value gap under that. I'm about to say, what is that? We can get rid of that because it never even got tapped into. So it leaves that 1 minute fair value gap, and then I just start seeing these doji start forming. Doji, 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 and I'm just like, the 1 minute's still holding, but now we couldn't get over this range. As you can see, I have this dotted line right here because this was like plus 360, plus 380 in profit for me on this trade right here when we were at this point. So I was like, okay, we're up a 1 to 2. It's not getting over this last candle's high right here. So I was like, I want to see what it wants to do. And then once I seen this right here, I already closed before that. Now, off these 3 dojis, I was like, yeah, I don't like this. It could come back short. Not come back short, but at least just come back into my change state. And I wanted to kind of just make up for that loss on NQ. So I was not actually looking to like just hold this trade if it came back down into stop loss. Like I wasn't trying to lose another trade. I was trying to win an A+ setup trade. I wasn't forcing anything, but I found a trade that I liked, so I wanted to take it. And I didn't. And my stops were already at pretty much break even. Like if price started rejecting, I would have closed it. So my stops would have been above break even. But once I seen these 3 dojis, I was like, yeah, I'm about to just get out. Got out, and then I seen this. So I got out right here on this candle, like right around here. So it was like a 1 to 2, yeah, something like that, 1 to 1.8. So I got out right there. Overall W trade, terrible risk reward, but it was a W trade. Got out. After I got out, seen this. Okay, what happened right here? Another change in state. Last series of up close candles, boom, boom, right here, closes below it. We're still holding this 1 minute bullish fair value gap, but we changed under that. I was like, ugh. And we had not broken over this in the last 5 minutes. And if we go, the 5 minute candles were not looking good. Doji. So I was like, yeah, I'm just off of this. And as you can see, like, yeah, my take profit was all the way up here. It was like a 1 to 4. And it would have all got hit if I just held. But I also know myself, and what's it called? I just know myself. I'm not gonna hold through all this. Even if this 1 minute is holding, I just know myself. Yeah, my TP1 would have got hit, so then half my position would have got taken off right here. Like, what, not even 10 minutes after I closed this position? But still, I just know myself. I would not have held through all this chop right here. And just this uncertainty. Like, yeah, we're holding the 1 minute fair value gap, so we're still bullish. I'm all the way $400 in profit, so there's really no point to close it, but there's also no point if we see bullish order flow is kind of starting to fall off. Doji, 5 minute. Doji. I was like, yeah, we're really not maintaining bullish order flow anymore. Like, yeah, we are because we're still holding this bullish fair value gap, but I just wasn't liking how that was closing. So closed, took like a 300 something to probably like 290, $300 win, ended the day break even. That's why I took that trade. And yeah,